I feel like Kero Blaster doesn't get brought up enough in the general gaming discourse nowadays. So we're gonna play it. We're gonna do a let's play of it. This is a game by Daisuke Amaya, aka Pixel, aka the guy that made Cave Story all by himself, single-handedly. If you're unfamiliar with Cave Story, it's basically the godfather of all modern indie games. Cave Story is more of a Metroidvania adventure game, sort of shoot 'em up, whereas Kero Blaster here is your traditional Mega Man Contra style run and gun, where you're going from level to level, blasting things. I love this game. It is one of my favorite games ever made. Same thing with Cave Story, but Kero Blaster is more immediate, direct, moment-to-moment gameplay, and I've probably replayed this game more than I've replayed Cave Story. We're gonna one-take Jake this. Let's do it. Is it your first time to play Kero Blaster? No, I first played this on the PS4 over a decade ago. I can't believe it's been that long. Princess Carolyn? From BoJack Horseman? The sprite work. Oh my god, it's so good. I think Daisuke Amaya did everything by himself. The sprite work, the music, the programming, everything. Dude is a savant or something, because Cave Story, his first proper video game, that was made in the early to mid 2000s. Cave Story came out in 2004, and Homeboy made the whole game by himself. I've got a lot of love for Pixel. So in this game, you play as a little frog dude, and you blast stuff with a gun. I like guns, and I like frogs, so this is basically the greatest video game ever made as far as I'm concerned. The story of this game is great as well. It's kind of open-ended as to what it's about. It's a little bit ambiguous. I've seen a handful of different theories as to what the story of Kero Blaster is. I always assumed it was about a failed relationship, but we'll maybe get into that later. The story isn't really important. It's about that moment-to-moment gameplay. I'm gonna shut up just for a second so you can hear this. Freaking banger. Pixel's art style is so charming to me. This game looks like something you would have seen on the ColecoVision. Obviously, it's more, I don't know, high res. I guess it's still got tiny little crunchy pixels, but I kind of get some ColecoVision Intellivision vibes. Everything looks flat. There's no shading, which is probably why it reminds me of, this is like Game Boy Advance resolution, because it doesn't quite fill the screen, but it's definitely higher resolution than what you would have seen on an old 8-bit console. Kero Blaster is a no-frills, no bullshit, side-scrolling run and gun. You go from level to level shooting stuff. I love this game and Cave Story equally for different reasons. Obviously, my nostalgia lies with Cave Story because I first played that on my crappy HP Pavilion laptop from back in the day. But Kero Blaster, I've definitely replayed this game more. It's shorter, it's more immediate. There's a lot of replayability to this game because you get different guns and upgrades and stuff. There's a hard mode. We can upgrade our pea shooter. Heck yeah. Pixel has such a talent for designing fun weapons. Cave Story is full of them. There are so many weapons in that game. You can refill your hearts. You can get an additional heart container like in Zelda. Heart jar, which revives you if you run out of hearts if you die, basically. And the 1-up, which is a 1-up. I always felt like the 1-up was weirdly overpriced in this game, though. It's 1,500 coins, which is not chump change. It's weird. I feel like the 1-up should be cheaper because the punishment for running out of lives and getting a game over is you just have to redo the level again. So, I don't know. Weird. I was such a huge Cave Story fan back in middle school. That's when I first played it, like 6th grade, maybe 5th grade. And there was a launch trailer for Kero Blaster. I want to say in 2011 or 2012, it was called Kero Blaster. And even before that, it was called Star Frog. And I rewatched that trailer over and over and over again because I was so excited to play a new game by Pixel. And then it was radio silence for a couple of years. I didn't end up playing this game until it came out on the PS4 in like 2014 or 2015. It was probably released in Japan before then, but to me, it feels like I waited years for this game to come out. Secrets? So many secrets in this game. Usually it's just money, the reward. Bust open a chest, get a bunch of money, but it's about finding the secrets. That's the fun part. If you haven't played Cave Story or Kero Blaster, you should definitely do that. These games aren't particularly long. They don't overstay their welcome, and they kick ass, right? They're just great games. Great throwbacks to the 8-bit era, the 16-bit era. Cave Story is free. There's a bunch of different ports, whether official or homebrew. Most of them are homebrew ports to different platforms. I recently played a port of Cave Story on the Sega Genesis, which is actually a really good way to play the game. But the original PC release is totally free. There's an English translation patch by Aeon Genesis, who have done a bunch of ROM hacks and English translations for other games. And Kero Blaster is really cheap on Steam, and it goes on sale quite frequently. Back in December, a month or two ago, however long ago by the time I end up uploading this video, it went on sale for like $1 on Steam, and I bought a couple of copies of it for my friends. Boss battle, here we go. This game is challenging, but I think Cave Story is probably harder overall. There is nothing in Kero Blaster that gets as crazy as the Bloodstained Sanctuary in Cave Story. But I've also never played the hard mode in this game. Maybe I'll do that during this Let's Play at some point. Maybe we'll check out the hard mode. Zangyo mode or something. I forget what it's called. I wouldn't say this game is easy necessarily, but by the end of the game, you're so powered up and you have so many weapons. You kind of feel like a boss. Fan features a wide spread so it's easier to hit enemies. Retains its power underwater. New weapon. And much like with Cave Story, we can switch between them on a dime. Get out of here, you little soot spirits.
That's a little Studio Ghibli reference for my anime fans out there.
Oh, Princess Carolyn, what's going on? You've got flies in your office and you're drooling. Like I said a moment ago, there's a lot of room for interpretation when it comes to the narrative of Kero Blaster. But if you don't care about any of that, you can just go from level to level and enjoy the immediate gameplay loop. That's one of my complaints with Cave Story. You can't skip the cutscenes or really fast forward through the dialogue in most versions of the game. So replaying Cave Story, if you're like me and you've replayed that game a million bajillion times, it can get a bit repetitive having to sit through the cutscenes. I don't know why, but I associate this game with Cube World, which there are so many videos on YouTube about that game's development and how much of a catastrophe it was. But I think it's just because you play as a frog. And I remember when Cube World, when the alpha came out in like 2013, you could play as a frog in that game. Stage 2, the Greenery Zone. The backgrounds usually are nice and dark, so that way you can see what you're platforming on in the foreground. There's no misinterpretation as to what is a platform and what is part of the stage scenery. It's fantastic. Whenever I play a swamp level in a video game, I'm just immediately reminded of Bubble Gloop Swamp from Banjo-Kazooie. That probably would have been my favorite level in the game if it weren't for Mr. Vile. I hate that minigame. Big money, look at that. Oh, it's gonna despawn. Don't despawn. Wait, I'm coming. There we go. There's a nice weight to the physics in this game. Kero feels good to play. I'm assuming his name is Kero. I actually don't know what it is. But Kero is Japanese for a frog. Or like onomatopoeia for a frog. I don't know, but I'm gonna keep calling him Kero. Wait a minute, how did I already lose my heart jar? When did that happen? That's just straight up a Space Invader, bro. You can't fool me. See, this game is good because you go into the shop and you get to hear this. 500 coins for the laser. That's a little bit expenny. 30 coins for the wide. Now that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. I need to grind. We gotta grind for coins. I want that laser. I want that laser. Look at that area of effect. That is a wide boy right there. The expression that the bird enemies make when you blast them. Oh, it's so good. I died right as a life spawns. That's pure poetry. Look at him. Just bumping into the wall. What a silly little fella. That's a trap. That's a trap if I've ever seen one. Oh, they caught me lacking. You're gonna hear me say this a lot in this playthrough, but the soundtrack, man. You're gonna hit me with the Pixel just has such a way with designing adorable enemies. Very simple. They're just little blorbo, like circle. They're just orbular type of enemy design. It's great. Got the bubble. These bullets roll forward for a long distance. They are also buoyant, so they float on water. There's a weapon in Cave Story called the Fireball, and the bubble in this game kind of behaves like the fireball in that game. Which is funny because Cave Story does have a bubble weapon, but it does not operate like this one does. Get that big money. Oh, never mind, it's a goblin. I've been bamboozled. They're multiplying, the little soot spirits. Oh! Hello, boss. The president is really messed up, huh? Is the cleanup not going well? No, it's all on schedule. I see. 2 more areas left in the quota. I feel bad for this little frog fella. He keeps going out on these dangerous missions. He's probably underpaid. He's overworked. He truly is a Japanese salaryman. This song, wait a minute. Wait a minute, hold up. You're gonna hit me with this song? God damn, this game is good. The fireball was one of my favorite weapons in Cave Story, so you're gonna be seeing me using a fair bit of the bubble here in this playthrough. I wonder what Pixel's working on now, if he's working on anything. I think he's contributing some character designs or some sprite work to a new video game, but he's not making the game itself. Might have to keep an eye on that game. I see that shiny safe. You can't fool me. Give me the big bucks. Oh yeah. Whether it's Wario Land or Luigi's Mansion or DuckTales or Kero Blaster, collecting a bunch of money in a video game, that's the good shit. There is something so intrinsically satisfying about just collecting a bunch of things in a video game and watching a number go up. It's probably why collectathons are so much fun. Bro just sniped me with a book? Oh, that's a game over. First game over of the playthrough. Well, there we go. A little mole fellow with a hard hat. That's peak character design. Kind of reminds me of the Mets from Mega Man. The theme of this level is kind of interesting. It's like an underground mansion that's under construction. I see. Hidden path. Big money. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. There we go. You know when the music cuts out that things are about to get serious. Big mole. Wasn't there a mole enemy fella in Donkey Kong Land for the Game Boy? It's like one of the things I remember about that game. Or maybe he's a bear or a gopher. I can't tell. The sprites are so low resolution. This level is so interesting to me. Why is there a sofa underwater and a bookshelf? I don't know what the theme of this level is. It's kind of all over the place, but I love it. I think I'm gonna save up to get the laser. Maybe I'll buy another heart container here in a few, but I'm gonna save up. Daisuke Amaya must love red insta-kill spikes, because they were also present in Cave Story, and I think Ika-chan as well. And we all know that it's just one big throwback to Keith Courage on the TurboGrafx 16. I am quite possibly the only person who has ever noticed the connection between Cave Story and Keith Courage. Nobody cares.
See, nobody cares.
I brought up Cube World a moment ago, and I'm still thinking about that game and how much of a disappointment it was. It had so much potential. I can't believe that I first saw that game when I was like in 8th grade, when I first saw that trailer. And I'm gonna be 27 this month, and the game still hasn't come out. Technically, it came out in 2019, but not really. This game thinks it's slick. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna get chased by a big tire. Nah, I totally wasn't expecting that. Oh! Boss battle. I remember this fight being pretty challenging. Big, goofy looking dope fish. The bubble doesn't really do a ton of damage to him, but I can kind of just chill here in the corner. Oh my goodness. Nah. This is the strat right here. Oh, he's gonna... I didn't think he was gonna go all the way over to the edge of the screen. I'll take my award for the world's worst gamer. Worst Kero Blaster player. of all time. I'm gonna get a game over and I'm gonna have to redo the whole level again. Yep, that's a game over. Ain't Tonakawa the guy from Kaiji? What the hell? This is the run. I got it. I got this. Run it back, run it back. You're probably sitting there screaming, just buy another heart container. But here's the thing, that costs money, and I'm very, very conservative with my cash. No frivolous purchases for me, no sir. I will buy some more heart containers soon, but I want to get the laser. It's cool. Oh, the mini boss doesn't respawn. Interesting. I don't remember that being the case. That wasn't so bad. That only took me like 7 minutes. I got it this time. This is the run. Another reason I'm not buying any additional hearts is in Zangyo mode, or maybe Omake mode, I'm pretty sure you only get 1 or 2 hearts. I could be misremembering that, but if that is the case, I don't want to get complacent stocking up on additional heart points. And if I'm wrong about that, well, I'll have egg on my face, I suppose. Honestly, I'm still not even certain if I'm gonna do a Zangyo mode playthrough of this after this playthrough, but I don't know, if y'all want to see that, I would be super down to do another Kero Blaster playthrough. There we go. Now we've got enough for the laser. That was about 15 minutes of grinding for coins, but it's gonna be worth it. Booyah, baby. The laser. That's not even the final, like, version of the gun. You can upgrade it to the laser Uzi, but we're quite a ways away from getting that. It's basically the spur from Cave Story, and it's badass. Look at that damage output. We're gonna shred this dude's health bar. Look at that DPS. Oh, homeboy won't even know what hit him. He's gonna go orange. Yeah, no sweat. No sweat, no stress. I told you it would be worth it. The laser beam is gangster. I killed him so quickly that the battle music was still playing. But now we got a jetpack. You can now do a double jump, explore higher and farther than ever. Kind of like the booster from Cave Story, except you can't really hold it down. It really is just a double jump. I'm so glad I saved up for the laser beam, because this is going to just shred through the next couple of levels. Our boss has turned into some sort of monstrosity out of a Cronenberg film. This isn't good. Apparently, the cat doctor and the little pink Blorbo were based off of characters that Daisuke Amaya used to draw. He had, like, some sort of doujinshi or manga idea in his head, and these characters are a remnant of that. Stage 4, White Laboratories. This kind of reminds me of that one stage in Revenge of Shinobi, where you're going through the scrapyard. Oh, Mr. Mole wants a rematch. No, this is a different mole than the last one I fought. The last one I fought was Yoked. That dude was a little shrimp. This gun is so damn powerful, it's ridiculous. And there's still another upgrade to it. The tire. Back with a vengeance. Whoa! That's a little sketchy hitbox. Yeah, just a little bit. This is like Portal 2 with the orange and the blue goo. Yeah, it's another little gamer reference for you gamers out there. Portal 1 and Portal 2 were so damn good. I know they concluded the story in Portal 2, but I would kill for a Portal 3. Forget Half-Life 3, forget Team Fortress 3, I want a Portal 3. Portal 1 and 2 are such good games. I'm really partial to Portal 1. The vibes of that game are way spookier, and it's a lot more lonely feeling than Portal 2. Don't get it twisted, Portal 2 is an upgrade in every conceivable way. It is such a good game and such a good sequel to Portal 1, but there's something special about that first Portal game. I was a late adopter to the Xbox 360, and when I finally got a 360, the Orange Box was one of the games that I played very early on, and I remember being like weirded out by the cover art. It didn't look like a video game cover, it looked like software, like, I don't know, but I ended up playing Portal on it, and Portal, man, I need to do another playthrough of that game. Oh, shit. Now this is the Mr. Mole Man that I fought in the previous level. Laser is OP, man. I don't know what to tell you. Let's see, we could upgrade to the quad, which is basically the spreader. Could upgrade to the balloon. I actually don't have enough money for the quad yet, but I think I'm gonna hold out for the laser Uzi. I love this weapon, what can I say? I might bite the bullet though and get some more hearts, because I'm gonna need them, but like I said a moment ago, if I am gonna do Omake mode or Zangyul mode, I'm pretty sure you only get 2 hearts for those game modes. I could be totally wrong, and then I end up playing through Kero Blaster on Zangyul mode, and I'm just like, oh, okay, so my first playthrough of Kero Blaster, I didn't get any more hearts because I was stubborn for no reason. The evil safe. Is it gonna give me evil money? I guess evil money is just all money, when you really think about it. This has become a philosophical playthrough of Kero Blaster. Cave Story had no money. You just collected Doritos in that game. Oh shit, Quickman's level! Wait a minute. Oh, I thought I was being Galaxy Brain there, trying to defuse the laser beams. No, as it turns out, I'm a fool. I can totally yeah. What was I thinking? I can totally do this. It might take a while, but... I feel like I was supposed to ride that tire all the way through this part of the level, but it's all good. Didn't even need the tire. Whoops. Maybe this time I'll use it. This might be a good place to grind for coins again. I'm getting a lost Skrilla from these guys, and we already have enough to get the laser Uzi. I'm probably gonna die backtracking to the shop, but you know what? More coin. You know what? That's okay. That's fast travel. Because there's a shop right next to the hospital. Oh, but it doesn't sell the weapons. Right. Okay, never mind. I take back what I said. Like a beacon of light, the laser Uzi beckons to me. Yeah. That's the good shit. Oh, yeah. As an aside, you don't need to do any grinding for coins in this game whatsoever. I'm just stubborn and I'm not buying any hearts. And also, I really wanted this gun. But don't get it twisted. There is no need to grind in this game. Unless you really, really suck. There's an extra life down there. Do you all see that? How do I get to there? Wait a minute. I've never noticed that before. I don't know how to get down there, though. Oh well, I guess we'll never know. I've been stuck on this level for so long, just because I've been grinding coins. Let's move on. There's a boss fight in Mega Man 7 that is very similar to this. Oh my god. Mega Man 7, as an aside, underrated game. Back in the day, that game it caught strays from all over the place, but it's a good game. Damn good. Fire. This weapon is strong against cold element enemies and cancels enemy projectiles. It's a flamethrower. I was gonna say it's my least favorite weapon in the game, but honestly, the wide into the spreader, into the, I think shuriken is the final form of this gun. Or maybe that's the bubble. But I'm pretty sure the final form of this is the shuriken. Yeah, this is probably my least used weapon. All of the weapons in this game are good, but laser Uzi, this is my favorite one. You just shred through enemies with it. And he died. The end. No, he's not actually dead, don't worry. Here's something for you to wear. We got the Leon Kennedy jacket. This item will absorb 1 attack, plus it's warm and quite dapper. That was one of the only things I disliked about Resident Evil 4. You lose the jacket, and not even on New Game Plus can you wear it. But here in Kero Blaster, so long as I don't take a hit, we can rock the cool jacket. Oh, the snow level. I gotta say, I like snow levels in video games. They can be annoying, especially if they have ice physics, but they're so chill. The game expects me to use the flamethrower here, and I'm not gonna lie, the flamethrower is pretty fun. It's pretty effective in this level, but I got the laser Uzi, baby. I may only have 2 hearts, but I got the laser Uzi. I got my cool jacket. Oh, my jacket! No! I got hit by a refrigerator. I'm gonna be cold. I'm gonna freeze my frog ass off. I missed my jacket already. I had it for like a minute and I lost it. The grayscale color palette of this level is very reminiscent of the snow levels in the first Donkey Kong Country. Those were some of my favorite levels in that game, even though it was a crazy difficulty spike for me as when I first played that game as a kid. Mini boss. Gotta fight the refrigerator. I'm probably better off using the flamethrower, but I'm gonna stick with the Uzi. Oh, that wasn't so bad at all. Can I get my jacket back now, please? My jacket! Yeah, baby! Dripped up and draped out. Oh, what the hell, man? Just take a look at that. This wouldn't be a pixel game if there wasn't a beautiful backlit moon level. Moonlit backdrop, rather. Great pixel art. Time for the real boss battle. Oh, I remember this fight giving me a ton of trouble. Let's see if that's still the case. Phase 2, just pummel him with the laser. Oh, what the hell? I think I might have to bite the bullet and buy another heart container. Yeah, this fight's tough. But at least I get my jacket back. Almost had him. Got him! Took me long enough. I game overed like twice and had to redo the level, but there we go. Hey, are you okay? We're receiving a signal from the server. Seems like the things have stopped replicating as well. Yep, looks like everything worked out. You did a really great job. This is one less thing to worry about. Once you get back, you should take some time off. Oh, by the way, there isn't a transport device there. So take the train to get back here. We'll pay back the ticket price from our budget. Well, see you soon. This poor frog. Overworked, exhausted. Now he has to ride the damn train. We're in the friggin' sewer. Aw, hell no. I don't get paid enough for this shit. This is just disgusting, quite frankly. This level wouldn't be out of place in Boogerman for the Sega Genesis, but it's kind of out of place here in Kero Blaster, this gross out sewer level. Where's the friggin' Mario Brothers when you need? I got killed by the orange bile. This is probably my least favorite level in the game. Partially because it's gross, but also because this level is probably the longest level in the game, I would say. Speaking of Mario Brothers, it's a sidestepper. I probably should have upgraded my other weapons when I had the chance, because the Uzi is not doing me any favors in this level. I'm gonna need something a little bit better. Get me out of here, get me out of here! Something's gumming up the plumbing, poor Luigi's in a bind.
Spider flies, jeepers shikes, they're all coming out the pipes. Mario, where are you?
This whole level is actually just one big reference to Mario Brothers. I remember this funny looking robot dude. This fight is really freaking hard. He's shooting out electric eels and shit. Yeah, good run. Good run, idiot. I definitely should have upgraded my other weapons instead of relying on the laser Uzi, and now I can't make it to a shop that will sell me weapons. We'll buy a heart jar. Freaking expensive. I don't understand why the heart jar and the extra lives are so expensive in this game. I know if I buy any additional heart containers, I'm gonna get complacent. I know if I buy any additional heart containers, it's gonna make Zangyu or Omake mode way harder. I don't know why I'm so hung up on that though, because I'm probably not even gonna do a playthrough of the hard mode. I think this video is going to reach an audience of like 10 people. There goes my heart jar. Electric eels are kind of crazy when you think about it. That's like something out of Pokemon. You telling me that there's an animal in the real world that can administer an electric shock upon you? That's some Pokemon shit. There's a secret over here, I know it. Hey, extra life. I'm gonna need it. Here we go. Rematch with the big robot hug barrel. What the hell is this thing? Oh, it's a flan? It looks like a flan with a smiley face. I take back everything I said a moment ago about relying on the laser Uzi. This weapon is goated. Yes, I can upgrade my other weapons. I'm definitely gonna do that. I love the weirdo inverted shop and the hospital as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade our other weapons just in case. Do I want the ninja shuriken? Do I want the star mine? Or do I want the big boy melter flamethrower? Let's go with the shuriken. I am now officially broke, but this weapon's pretty cool. I'm gonna do some grinding here actually and upgrade my other weapons. Like 20 minutes of grinding for coins later, and we have enough to upgrade to the star mine. And we can get that big boy flamethrower, the melter. And I'm still probably just gonna use the laser Uzi because it has the highest DPS. But I wanted to upgrade my other weapons as well in case I need to use them. I probably won't because this is my favorite gun, but going from the nasty sewer level to something very tranquil. This could be like a computer wallpaper. With this flamethrower, I feel like Kurt Russell's character in The Thing. You know, if you cut out the nasty-ass sewer portion of this level, this probably could have been my favorite level in the game. I like it now that we're just in an abandoned office. Bro is just chilling on the sofa. I wish I were him. Man, this game is cool. This is it. This is the final boss of the game. The Birdman. But not like Tony Hawk or the rapper Birdman, like the Bird, man. Oh, shit. This whole part of the game is kind of like Moonside and Earthbound. It's very nonsensical and trippy. Stage 7, back to the office. This is the final level in the game, and it's kind of a victory lap. It's not nearly as hard as the sewer level, in my opinion. Still challenging, still pretty long, so if you run out of lives and have to redo it, it can take a little bit to get back to wherever you died. But I think this level is way easier than the sewer level. And we get to hear this banger again. Oh, I'm just gonna let this ride out. It's so good. And you get to fight all of the enemies throughout the game in this one level. I love when games do that, man. It's crazy how people are still sleeping on Kero Blaster. It is such a remarkably fun side-scrolling run-and-gun game, and it doesn't overstay its welcome. Like, this game is anywhere between an hour to 3 hours, depending on how good you are at it. And the aforementioned Zangyu mode and Omake mode are pretty much entirely different campaigns. It's not just, oh, it's a little bit harder. The levels are a little remixed. No, they're completely different levels and campaigns. There is nothing that makes you feel like more of a badass in a video game than when you fight a boss from earlier on in the game, but it's just a regular enemy. It shows you how much you've progressed. Like, yeah, this dude that you fought earlier on in the game that was a boss fight at one point, now he's just a regular Joe Schmo enemy because you're so powerful now. Gonna hit up Family Mart real quick. Have y'all seen those Rodney Greenblatt Family Mart commercials that look like Parappa the Rapper?
Nice to meet you. Hello, I am Bagel Coon. Healthy. It's New York style. Yeah.
メジャーコンビニ初ベーグルサンド新登場
And just for prosperity, let's get a heart jar. I'm gonna need it for the final boss. Cave Story's climax takes place on this temple area up in the clouds. You're up on like a mountain or something. Kero Blaster's climax is just an office building. I've been comparing Kero Blaster to Cave Story pretty much this whole playthrough, but they're both excellent games worth playing. Damn, there goes my heart jar. I'm getting sloppy. But, silver lining, we got our jacket back. Jacket lining. God! Come on, man! They knew what they were doing putting that trap right in front of the jacket. They knew what they were doing. I can't even be mad. That's just comical how twisted that was. I'm playing so cautiously now. I'm just waiting for one of the little soot spirits to ambush me or something. Here we go. The final boss. It's our boss. Well, that was a good first attempt. She is zonked right now. She's alright. She's just gonna walk off like nothing happened. Y'all remember that one PlayStation game, Mr. Domino? Yeah, this is what he's up to now. I gotta save my friends! Damn, that was a pretty good run, not gonna lie. I'm definitely gonna get a game over. Damn. I've made it this far without buying a heart container. I'm not buying a heart container. I'll get a heart jar. We'll get a heart jar, but I'm not I'm gonna do this with 2 hearts. God damn it. This time, I'm privy to this game's traps. Thank you. I got my coat, I got a health pot, and I don't even need to redo the first phase. Look at that. All right, we got this. We got it. This is the run. Oh, there goes my jacket. And there goes my life pot. Oh, we're so close though. There we go. That's a wrap. We saved Seattle. And that was Kero Blaster by Daisuke Pixel Amaya. It's on Switch, it's on PlayStation, it's on Steam. I think it's on Xbox as well, but I could be wrong about that. I love this game. I am super down to do Zangyu or Omake mode if y'all want to see that. But it's been a minute since I've replayed this game and I wanted to give it another go, and I figured I would record a little Let's Play of it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.